I want to discuss the relationship between African revolutionary leaders and the communist revolution in Cuba. And I also want to discuss the reason I believe African leaders actually decided to associate themselves and become affiliated with Fidel Castro and to actually invoke communist thinkers like Karl Marx and basically the revolutionary leaders in Cuba. Now, I want to begin with actually defining communism and what it actually entails. Now, communism is a theory or system of social organization in which all property is owned by the community and each person contributes and receives according to their abilities and needs. Now, that actually sounds like actual African traditional orientation, the way a village would operate, the way a tribe would operate, in which the land is collectively owned by the people. They work the land, they share the land, and they work in harmony together on the land. Everybody shares the property, everybody pulls their weight. So, in many ways, the philosophy of communism was actually identical to the African school of thought on the land in the traditional sense. So, I believe many African leaders decided that they want to participate in this revolution because it was actually similar in terms of the dynamics of the communist revolution in Cuba. Fidel Castro was fighting against the imperialist forces of Spain. He wanted to evict them and to actually claim the land for the indigenous people who were oppressed by the Spanish. And so Fidel Castro embarked on a campaign and pulled a coup d'etat and claimed the country and took the country down the path of self-determination. Now, the country's been blackballed since then, and during the time that the revolution was actually kind of new, and it actually became more a media circus. This is when African leaders were also associating themselves with the Cuban Revolution, and so, in my opinion, this is what which actually precipitated the downfall of many of the communist leaders on the continent of Africa. But I believe it was unjust. I believe that they should have been able to make these associations because of the common threads in both revolutions and the fact that there was not an air of dismissiveness in the Cubans towards Africans. They actually welcomed Africans into the land. And I'm going to cover this in part 2 because my time is running out. But one love. Bless.